against Tottenham, who are unbeaten under him away from home in the Premier League. I suppose the big question was who was going to come in for the injured Gabriel, who will be missing for at least a month. Well, it's Piero Hincapié, the Ecuadorian defender, who comes in for him, and that's the only change that Arsenal made for the team that started at Sunderland just before the international window. So Raya in goal, Timber, Saliba, Hincapié and Calafiori, then Zubimendi and Rice, Saka, Eza, Trossard, and again Mikel Merino there up front, because Gyökeres is out injured. There's no return for Odegaard yet, he's not involved at all. However, Madueke and Martinelli are among the substitutes as they come back from injury for Arsenal. And Tottenham quite significantly changed from their last match, the 2-2 draw against Manchester United. 5 changes, and he goes to 3 central defenders, Thomas Frank, Vicario in goal, Danso, Romero and Van de Ven. So Romero is fit, there's a little doubt over him. Spencer's the right wing back, Udogie on the left, then Palhinha and Bentancur, and then the front players for this match, Kudus, Richarlison and Odegaard, and also Bergvall and Gray are among their substitutes as they come back from injury, but no place in the starting lineup for Johnson, Simons, Kolomwani, also likewise Sarr and Pedro Porro.
Let's start then, shall we, on Piero Hincapié. So we've got John, we've got Clinton Morrison, we've got Julian Ron all with us. Given it's Gabriel who's out and not Saliba, Jules, Hincapié probably the favourite to play. He is playing, but it's still a big ask. It's very young in his Arsenal career.
Yeah, very young. We haven't seen much of him really since his move from Bayer Leverkusen in the summer. But like we said earlier as well, he's a very experienced defender. He played in the World Cup, he played in the Champions League, he won the Bundesliga with Bayer Leverkusen, reached the Europa League final on the same season with Xabi Alonso as the manager. He can play as a left back, as a left centre back, he's left footed, hence why he's him and not Mosquera, for example, in this game, because he's the replacement for Gabriel. You could have moved Calafiori from left back into that left centre back position, but that would have changed. Then they would have meant changing 2 positions, the left back, the left centre back. Now with that move, it's just one position change in him coming in for Gabriel and Calafiori to the left back. It's just a little bit more on that in terms of how young he is into his Arsenal career. This is his 6th appearance. This will be his first start in the Premier League. So his 2 starts so far for Arsenal: Brighton in the Carabao Cup, Slavia Prague in the Champions League. But as Jules said, he is a very experienced international. In fact, he's just won his 50th cap for Ecuador.
Clinton, I thought the big chat would be Arsenal, no Gabriel, who plays. But actually, it's the Tottenham defence that has got people talking, because we're going to see them in a back 3 today, we think.
Yeah, and if I can remember, the last time they probably played a back 3, Jules might be able to help me, was against PSG. And I think they struggled to adapt to it, but you know why I think they've done that? Me and Jules were talking off air. Athleticism in their team, they need height as well. And when you look at it and go with Jet Spence at right wing back and Doggy, I think Jet Spence is a good right wing back. I think he's playing on the left hand side. I don't think he shows his real quality on the right hand side. They're going to have to have their goals, one-on-one goals. I like Doggy. The one thing when Danzo comes into the team, is you can see he can throw the ball into the box. They're going to be a threat from set pieces. I think that's how Tottenham think they're going to cause Arsenal problems without Gabriel.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be quite cagey, to be fair. I think Spurs are coming here with that back 5 on purpose. It's just for that, I think they will attack with the 3 front players, as you mentioned, Odegaard, Kudus and Schleifer, and probably one of the 2 wing backs, depending on where the ball is, and that's it. They will attack at 4, they will defend at 11, and that's it. I think they'll be super happy with the name goal today, there's no doubt, because my front, plus the set piece square that we mentioned earlier on our Premier League, and they're showing that thing just mentioned as well, and that's big and again, for a first North London derby for Thomas Frank, as pragmatic as he is, he was always going to do something like this anyway. Always, he said. Yeah. But I don't think right now, Spurs under him, because he's just been there 2 minutes, are in the form or shape, or even at the level of development that would have been for them to play, to have a different game plan than this really. Alright, let's hear from the Tottenham manager, Thomas Frank, and here he is speaking to 5 Live, George Cummins.
Yeah, this is a real one. Super excited. You sense it and feel that this is a good audio feel from the fans, from the staff members, the players, people that have been working here for years. This is the big one. I always say the next game is the most important game, and I will always have that. But I'm very, very, very aware there's 2 games in a year that's even more important, and this is the first of them. And we're ready, we're up for it, we are looking forward to it, we're doing everything we can to it.
It's probably perception is probably one of the best derbies in the league. So just interested as a that hasn't had one yet, and now you're going to be in the thick of it. What's your sort of perceptions of it before you've experienced one?
The interesting thing is that probably both Mikel and I were like, everything can happen in that game. I know we were ready and we were focused.
I mean, just on that subject, you joked about you and Mikel wanted a bit more calm. I mean, do you just think I'm going to have to embrace the chaos, or a 0-0 would be a good result?
I don't know, definitely embrace control chaos, or chaos we like to create, if that makes sense, because I think chaos is also good. You can also be too structured, then that chaos is consistent, chaos is high pressure, you win, chaos is set piece, second phase, and all those elements are areas we would of course like to explore if we can in that situation. And by the way, we never go for 0-0. Maybe we will end 0-0, but we will always try to win, always.
You mentioned set pieces, these are the 2 best teams in the league with set pieces. You set piece coach, you've known for a long time, Andreas, Arsenal got Nicolas Chauvert, you work for Brentford. Just what makes them 2 stand out as probably the best set piece coaches in the league because of how they are in the table?
That's very simple. I educated both of them in Brentford. That's but they were both from Brentford, so I worked with Nicolas for maybe almost 3 years, I think. Very good guy, good coach, same with Andreas, worked with him. Both from Brentford and now again here. And I think maybe some of it is actually the thing we did in Brentford, where we really laser focused on it and really used a lot of time, made both of them to excel, to highlight.
Tottenham manager Thomas Frank there speaking to George Cummins. We're going to hear live, we think, from Morgan Rogers very shortly. 2 brilliant goals for him in their victory, Aston Villa victory at Leeds United just now. Clint Morrison, John Murray, Julian Aron, all with us. John, that was a great interview. Some of the words though: madhouse, enjoyable, embrace the controlled chaos. Well, I hope so. Equally, it could be pretty cagey.
It very well could, and it's been so well documented how good these teams are at set pieces. And actually, as I say that, I'm just watching Tottenham do their thing, which is very much a Thomas Frank thing, that they are lining up and they're playing set pieces. So there's a ball being played in the Tottenham box now by Bergvall, and it is pushed away by the goalkeeper. So, you know, that might well be...
John, let me tell you something, you should be a commentator. That was brilliant, but Declan Rice will deliver better.
It's a very good point. However, what I think is interesting too about this lineup is that it really takes me back when you mentioned that song, and it was all long throw set pieces, really unsettled Arsenal, and Brentford won that match that day. Although in saying that, they did not beat Arsenal under Frank after that. However, and it's a very different Arsenal team now than it was back in 2021, but these things do still with one.
Yes, the thing I love about this warm-up from Spurs, Jules, is that there's been this warm-up looks like what I would do a Sunday league back in the day. Just get someone out like slinging crosses in and get some headers on yellow beard, which was the Arsenal players, and they waited and were positioned exactly like the Arsenal players would, but some of them would be coming from deep in behind. Again, they would have done this all with the training, but again, it's the last reminder of this is how Saliba is going to come across, and Timber, and Nkapie, and Merino, and I think it's just why not use it? Sometimes his throws might be better than when he's actually crossing it into the box. Crossing, they're hard to deal with, you know. The throws are hard to do, they're more harder than from a corner. What was really difficult before you go in? Middle you know, that happening.
Just trying to get in there and see what happens, and there's a lot of pace on the wall, so I just tried to direct it, and I could carry my toe in, so yeah, it was nice. And the second one was obviously something that set piece coach has been banging on with me to try and work out and improve. But yeah, I'm happy with the win, I think. Looking at Emmy's from before the break and how he did it, I tried to kind of replicate that, and look at it right now.
I was going to say, free kicks, is that something you do a lot? Is it something you'd like to do more of?
I've tried a bit in training, probably not as much as I should, and probably not as consistent as I should, but yeah, I've been trying, I've been practicing the set piece coach Austin's always banging on me to try more and keep doing after training, so yeah, so I'm going to keep going, and yeah, that was a nice one.
just final question from me, that takes me to the top 4 places. I mean, this has gone quite well at the moment for us.
Yeah, a lot of people had their opinions on how we started the season, but we knew how good we are, we know what our team we are, what we've built over the last couple of years, we know how good we are, we compete every game, and we knew that it was not a matter of time before we were going to get our form and be in a better place than we are, and we're playing really well at the moment, we're full of confidence, and yeah, we're really in a good moment.
Rogers, thank you very much. Back to you, Steve. Morgan Rogers there speaking after this 2-1 win.
Thank you very much, Chris. Back here at the Emirates, we've got 12 minutes to kick off. I tell you what, John Murray, after that goal winning that free kick, first thing Morgan Rogers did was go over for a big high five.